Financial wellness is like working out. It is a lifelong process of learning, practicing, and adapting. Financial wellness comes with a bit of hard work and determination, not magically as a result of having wealth. Otherwise, you wouldn't see those lottery winners who blow it all in a year or two, or people who do inherit millions and lose it all.
64,000 is the median number of words per book. Average person reads about 200 words per minute. Simple math will tell us that is one book in 320 minutes. To accomplish this in 7 days, numbers say you would have to read for 45 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button, like, comment, and share. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Book of the Week series. Every week as I read another amazing title, I share it with the world. My name is Igor S.F. Walker, and today we look at financial wellness and how to find it by Melanie Eusebe. So how about you slow down and relax. Reduce all that noise for just a bit. Make that choice and decide to listen. In this video, we look at a book that will help you build a relationship with your finances that is confident, adaptable, and puts the power to build the future you want in your own hands. Stick around till the end. I will share with you some tools I do have and use that will help you tremendously in this game of life. Discover a way to find out what actually motivates you, what innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. I will share some tools to improve your self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management. Financial wellness, as Melanie defines it, is not about how much money you have. Instead, it is about understanding your values, your self-worth, and your priorities. Now, how you feel about money is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Financial wellness is about owning where you are right now and then looking at where you want to go with optimism and self-belief. And you know what? The financial concepts and steps on this journey, ones that I had to learn the hard way, are actually pretty easy. And I am excited to share them with you. Financial wellness is going to look different to you at different times and different stages in your life. It needs to adapt and flex as your life does change. Small, consistent actions towards financial wellness, day by day, they do add up to substantial changes in both mindset and in your bank balance. We reap what we sow, and if we sow the right seeds, then we can nurture them to grow the future that we do want for ourselves. We shouldn't feel ashamed or even embarrassed if we do not know everything there is to know in the world of finance, and we shouldn't feel scared to ask questions or even talk about the topic with our friends and family. Often when we do give voice to our worries or insecurities, we do find that we are not alone. And it is very much the same when it comes to finances. You might be intelligent, competent, with a job and responsibilities, but society and the structures around money can make us feel like our lack of knowledge is our own fault, or even like we are stupid. We are creating a reality where you understand your own power. One where you feel as though you are engaging meaningfully with the economy. One where you have the knowledge and education that you do actually need to make informed decisions about your finances. One where you do feel empowered to ask questions and to ask for more, because you are worth it. When my spending was out of alignment with my goals, it could undermine everything else. Our financial situation impacts the decisions we make about our relationships, about our career, about what we choose to consume, and the options available to us. Beginning to understand that financial security was at the heart of creating the life that I wanted actually made me prioritize my finances in a way I had never done before. Financial wellness is about fostering a healthy relationship with the money that actually supports a healthy relationship with yourself. Being financially well allows you the sense of power, the sense of freedom, the sense of peace that is gained by knowing where you are and where you want to go. Once you do have it, no one can ever take that away from you. Your financial wellness, once earned, is yours for good. And it feels great. Now, if we consider the definition of wellness to be about more than just the absence of sickness, then it makes sense that financial wellness is about more than simply an absence of debt. Getting free of debt is definitely a great goal to have. But let's be clear. Having money in the bank does not necessarily mean that you are financially well. It is a constant balancing act, enabling us to recognize the place that money does have in our lives, and then feeling confident about how the money we do have influences our life choices, and then feeling empowered in our ability to improve our financial situation. Financial wellness is about so much more than just money. It is about the important link between money and our mental health that is so often overlooked. Most of us think of the way we manage money as a given, something we just have, rather than a learned behavior. People I work with on improving money mindset tend to fall into one of these 5 similar groups. Number 1, the ostrich. Ignorance is bliss. Ignores everything financial. No idea where money is going. Never checks balance. Always shocked when the card is refused, even though it gets refused regularly. Number 2, the debt diva. Stick it to my Amex. Yes, has debts, but doesn't everyone? How else do you afford to live the life you want? Debt is not a means to an end. It is a way of life. Number 3, the spreadsheet queen. There's a new column for everything. Forensically focused on every minute detail of balances, but rarely looks up from the spreadsheet to identify broader goals. Number 4, Miss Hennypenny. You never know. Convinced disaster is imminent, Miss Hennypenny is always putting money away for a rainy day. Finally, number 5, living your best life. You make money to spend it. Pensions, savings, you only live once, and that handbag will not be on sale forever. Now, she's going to get round to saving sometimes, but first, she needs a holiday, a haircut, and a perfect cushion for her bedroom. See, our goal status is financially flexible. This is when we are slaying it. We have a clear sense of our financial priorities and needs, and a budget that allows for security in the future and fun in the present. We are able to be flexible and to be relaxed about spending rather than panicked and grasping. We have a clear sense of boundaries and values around money. We are confident we can roll with the punches in most financial situations. Right now, that might feel like it's a long way off, and that is okay. The signs of not being financially well are different for all of us, but they all do lead to the same place: stress, anxiety, and a lack of confidence around our money. At the end of the day, it's calories in versus calories out, or money in versus money out. Fundamentally, we are talking about consumption. However, if we do think about physical well-being, is that only related to our calories in and calories out? Well, no, because exercise, the kinds of foods we are consuming, the quality of our sleep, they all have a role to play. Someone can be slim, but doesn't necessarily mean they're physically well. Well, it's the same with our finances. Focusing on our money in versus money out is way too narrow of a definition of being financially well. Yes, it is important, because the simple fact of the matter is that to make more money, we have to spend less than we bring in. And some people do forget about these little details. We have to know about our behavior in order to change our behavior. Many people will simply avoid looking at their finances because they do not want to face the facts. Making those conscious choices from a place of knowledge and understanding is financial wellness. Financial wellness isn't a one and done process. It is about consistency, not big, flashy moments. And that can feel hard because the small wins are often harder to stick to. Now, part of this road to financial wellness involves getting the grips with those habits. It also involves demanding more for ourselves, and then also expecting more for ourselves. The more we know, the more we can ask for, because this knowledge shows us that there is more out there for us. We are learning that life doesn't have to be a constant struggle where our finances are concerned, and that change is achievable for us. Now, in the beginning, you're not going to know a lot. And if you're thinking this is going to be a pain in the ass, then you are so right. However, when you do push through that sticky part where it all feels unknown and complicated, you reach a point where you actually find you're financially competent. There can be a hell of a lot of shame and also guilt attached to money. I know as well as anyone that money problems are often the ones that we hide from everyone, and ourselves including. But the thing is, guilt and shame are emotions that actually have no place in our financially well futures. We're not going to wave some magic wand and all these emotions just disappear. This is a journey, and we do take it one hot step at a time. Most of us are introduced to this concept of exchanging time for money very early in our lives. And we do see this in terms of accessibility to our parents. It can have a deep impression on us as children. So if your parents actually were in the position of having their money work for them. For example, using property and then living off the rent of the home they had already purchased, then they would likely have had more time, which means they were most likely been able to afford more time to do things with you as a child, rather than having to exchange their time, which then they cannot spend with you, for money. This kind of a lesson about time and money goes far deeper than the explicit conversation about money around the kitchen table or conversations that we may have overheard our parents or our caregivers have. Awareness of where your beliefs come from is key to changing them, my friends. Financial wellness isn't about a figure in the bank, but about how we feel about money. Examining our beliefs and our values surrounding money is another essential way of laying the groundwork for financially well future. To keep it sweet and simple, we are owning our past to create a better financial future. The more we can free up our money to be working when we are not, the more we can free up our time. This is where financial freedom comes into play. This isn't just about investments. It is also about making sure that our money is paying for the services and products that we need to live our lives, and that it is growing at a steady rate. Because what money is worth today is not what it's going to be worth tomorrow. Now, my financial wellness came not from earning more, but from a decision to step away from a high-paying job in a favor of following my passion. Starting my own business meant that I earned less money. But then I realized I was actually richer than I ever had been because I was happier. I was choosing to invest my time and my life energy towards my goal. I've realized that my time and how I actually spend it is where my ultimate value is. See, we tend to see money as a one-to-one transaction in our lives. Developing a more holistic view of money being an enabler for the other parts of our lives. This is the point at which we do begin to change our mindset from being a worker who receives money for their time to being someone who can actually understand the impact money has on their lives and see that money is a thread woven through their whole lives. Financial wellness is being empowered to know that we can get out of it. It is being empowered to seek the tools, advice, and then counsel that we do need. It is calling up our creditors. It is finding 5 different jobs. It is making that plan. Financial wellness is the light at the end of the tunnel. To move along that tunnel, we have to be ready to take a good, clear look at where we are, including the steps that actually have led us there. And we need to have a solid plan for moving towards a financial situation that we have chosen. Financial empowerment is an important part of financial wellness. We do have control over where we spend our money. We also have power and impact in a way that we never had before because of the transparency that has afforded us by online customer service channels. Most importantly, it is recognizable that we are of value, and where we spend our money is of value. We have a voice, and we can talk through our money. This is about putting ourselves and our values first. which is the corporate social responsibility aspect of the mindful money exchange. We have to make goal attainment into a habit. There's a longevity to this process. We're not going to snap our fingers and attain our goals in an instant. We literally have to make goal attainment a habit that we then stick to over time. And then we can do that by focusing on the habits of those small actions that we are achieving over time. It is important to work on our goals according to our schedule and to just chip away at them according to what we have available. We cannot measure ourselves too closely to the Joneses next door because they may have different resources. Each of us has to work towards our own goal in our own way, taking as much time as we need. It is really a journey. And although it's not all about the journey is the most important part. So you gotta enjoy it, right? We do have the power to substantially change our financial intelligence, just like we have the power to substantially change our creativity, our sporting ability, or our leadership ability. This is the essence of a growth mindset, believing that we can change our circumstance and change ourselves. Developing a growth mindset is transformational, and it will help in literally every area of your life. And it's particularly important for our financial wellness because we are acknowledging that we are on a constant learning journey with our finances, and we are embracing that. Making this link between our money today and our goals of tomorrow is one of the more nuanced elements of financial wellness. If you are just thinking about your finances in terms of today and the past, and not thinking about them in terms of the future that you do want to create for yourself, you will not be left with a massive sense of fulfillment. There are always going to be things you do not want to think about in this life. But sometimes we gotta suck it up and face our fears. Whoa! Often when we do, we discover they were not as scary as we thought. Those little worries that haunt the back of your mind chip away at your wellness. And often they are actually in some way connected to our finances. Knowing that you're not alone in having these worries, but also that there are people out there who can help you deal with them. You've got this. And there you have it. Financial wellness and how to find it. Now, please do help out. It is easy. Simply like this video so more people can enjoy it. Share it too and spread the word. Do leave a comment and share your thoughts. Subscribe to my channel and then stay up to date. And the link to this book is in the description below, so you buy it, you read, and you never stop learning, especially learning about yourself and nature. So gift yourself by taking the free human needs test on my website and find out what actually motivates you. What innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. And if you feel you are ready to improve your self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management even further, do check out my Master of Life Awareness program. The links are in the description below. Thank you. Love and respect.